Hi, my name is Keenan Hardert. I'm an associate professor of cancer biology, and I also research student success at Minnesota State University. So today in GraphPad Prism, I'm going to take you all through how to use Kaplan Meier survival analysis, even when you're in multivariable. So again, kind of consistent with a lot of the videos in this particular series, we're seeing that even when you're in the setup for multivariable, you can do these kind of the niche analyses that you need without having to, run over to a different file type. Equally, you're also not going to have to open spreadsheets. I'll show you why in a sec too. And again, you can even see right here how we're in multivariable. I've got labels, you know, category setups, and quantitative amount of days for time and our censorship events. So we got some mice, we got some drugs. Let's see how they're doing. Now, one thing again that we've been consistently seeing in this series is like, let's say I'm like, you know what, I want to do time in hours. And I'm going to say, pop me an equal sign there, time in days. Let's do that times 24 for everybody. So if I was more inclined to do this in an hours basis, there you go. You don't have to go back to your spreadsheet to do anything. You're all good. Now, in this case, I've actually got the setups that have already come with the tutorial here, but I'm going to do my own, but I just wanted to keep the graph here for everybody because it's really nice. All right, here we go. So let's say you're in an MV and you're like, all right, I have survival data. I have, everything I need. And again, like I said, the core thing of the series is that you can essentially input your entire data set in this and do all the niche analyses. So in this case, and again, you can go ahead and click right here where I'm in multivariable. Now I'm in Kaplan Meier. I'm just going to include everybody because again, it's going to be that drag and drop format that's really nice. I'm going to analyze this again, go in there. So time in days, let's see right there. I'm going to do my time in days. There are my censoring events, just your zeros and ones, and then my treatment groups for my grouping variables. Then you saw that was vehicle, drug A, and drug B. So let's take a look here. As for options, you do want to say, you do want to say like, hey, number one is that's my event. It happened. Treat other values missing. Perfect. We're going to have some log rank tests coming in. That's kind of your standard. Would love to have some 95% confidence intervals. As we know, we love that. We're going to do centered on the graph, and we're going to show that at-risk table, which again is a new feature for most Prism Kaplan Meiers. All right, multiple comparisons. We do want that. And this is perfect. Now you don't have to redo this, redo the survival for, vehicle versus A, vehicle versus B, B versus A. It's just going to do it all right here for you. So looks pretty good for me. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. We're going to be taken right away here. You got the log rank test for, everything you need in terms of survival analyses. It's not going to give me a hazard ratio specifically because that is still something you would go back and just do one-on-one with, but you got your at-risk table here. We can run over here, different median survivals in the 95% confidence interval ranges. And then here's the really helpful part. There's your multiple comparisons right there. Okay. Was drug A different than vehicle? Yes. B different than vehicle? Yes. A versus B different? Yes. Okay. So now if we go to our graph that we just made, you'll see that it's a little like, not rough by any means. It's actually really nice. The dotted lines are going to show us our 95% confidence interval like always. You've got this table all set up down here. You can customize like you all know how I like to. I like to put like, 20s in there. So the reason I kept the other analysis is that this graph looks great and it's, it's what you can do. I'm not going to point and click and hunt to do the whole thing. But yeah. And one final note that you can do again in multivariable setup is like we would be in a typical Kaplan Meier setup. You can go over here and say, you know what, I want a line at 50 because I want my median survival and it looks really good. And it's usually going to give you that nice dotted line right there. This is going to make it easier for your audience to zoom in and be like, huh, about 21 days, about 40 days for that population. So pretty much everything's going to work in the same fashion, even though you're in multivariable, as if you were in the key Kaplan Meier analysis in Prism. So this all comes from MV data, the MV table that you had. And the other cool thing is, again, if I was using a calculated variable like these hours right here, and I was like, oh, oops, this is actually 10, it's just going to auto adjust here, and it would also auto adjust in your actual graph as well. So I'm going to delete that. The series that we've been doing where, we've seen the, how to calculate qPCRs, we've done ANOVAs, we've done t-tests, and now we can do Kaplan Meier all in multivariable. Where a lot of this is heading is that I no longer am gonna have to make a new file for anything. I'm probably not gonna have to go back to a spreadsheet if I can help him in here because I have so much more flexibility now with these new features. So, very exciting. Um, again, taking a look at our analyses, we can still do, median survival for each group, and that's gonna calculate up here. Um, really, really comprehensive and, makes my life a lot easier as a cancer biologist and a student success person. 'Cause it's just gonna it's gonna have the data all set up for you, no more hunting and pecking. So, excellent. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.